Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me great pleasure in welcoming all participants of this conference from many different places around the globe. We are welcoming you from Warsaw, Poland, for the 2021, the 7th edition Supercomputing Frontiers Europe. This is the second time when the conference is run as a virtual event. This year we are especially privileged to host distinguished keynote and invited speakers from many parts of the globe, from Australia, Botswana, South Africa, Uganda, India, USA, Japan, Switzerland, Germany, Luxembourg, Slovenia, Finland, France, and UK. We welcome you all. I welcome representatives of Polish high-performance computing centers from Kraków, Poznań, Gdańsk, Wrocław, and Świerk, and representatives of Polish research and research infrastructure organizations. I wish to express my gratitude and to thank all members of the Organizing Committee and the Scientific Program Committee, whose dedication, work, and support are crucial in making this conference a successful and interesting event. Thank you all. This is the 7th edition of the conference series Supercomputing Frontiers, which started and has been run in Singapore since 2015. The original Singaporean conference has evolved into a more generalist form and changed its name to Supercomputing Asia, and is run every year since 2017. Supercomputing Frontiers was renamed Supercomputing Frontiers Europe when it inaugurated in Warsaw in 2018. Our event maintains the original focus on frontiers and aims to engage participants in thinking and in stimulating vigorous discussions about the future of supercomputing. By design, it strives to provocatively look beyond what is well and widely accepted and highlight areas where new, controversial, or sometimes unorthodox ideas, technologies, and solutions are brewing. Of course, almost all new ideas are rooted in some prior insight and thinking, and that is why we also value, acknowledge, and celebrate people and ideas that lay the groundwork for subsequent developments of entirely new fields. Here's a change of... The new ideas and technologies appear constantly and with ever greater frequency. This might perhaps be interpreted as a sign of a trend that futurist Ray Kurzweil described in Singularity is near. The main actors in this fast-evolving spectacle are computer technologies, mathematization of all fields of study, and our ability to capture features and aspects of reality in an abstract and quantitative manner through abstractions, models, algorithms, and codes. The critical importance of high-performance computing in future development of the world is unquestionable and widely recognized. Problems such as climate change, weather prediction, energy production and distribution, food security, industrial development, protection of ecosystems, population health, new drug developments and understanding of the diseases, or even social and population dynamics and changes cannot be solved without the use of the most sophisticated computing equipment and methods. I think we switched here. The switching is not so responsive, but anyway. Here's the list of United Nations global issues. Which could and should be tackled with the most advanced and clever computational methods. Africa, aging, AIDS, atomic energy, big data for sustainable development, children, climate change, decolonization, democracy, ending poverty, food, gender equality, health, human rights, international law and justice, migration, oceans and the law of the sea, peace and security, population, refugees, water, youth. Please note that most of those topics are interleaved, interchanged, and can be solved in conjunctions. When we solve one, we solve many. And please also note that in those lists, if we wanted to apply artificial intelligence, there is no recommending for which restaurant I should use today to go for Korean or Chinese. These are serious issues, and I wish that we focus our attention on serious and important issues. Here are some examples of studies that have been undertaken and reported in the recent years that are of serious importance in political processes and in self-governance of societies. And they were all done using supercomputers. And finally, I would like to mention that we are witnessing some incredible convergence of computing as a utility, which means cloud computing, which makes all computing resources extremely easily available to all who can afford it. Of course, it's not free, and who have just access to internet. And the next trend, which will be very strongly highlighted at the conference, is the convergence of HPC and cloud, and existence of instances, possibility of running HPC supercomputing loads on cloud instances. And of course, we witness incredible emergence of AI, ML, big data, and similar new approaches to solving problems, of course, quantum computing as well. But I would like to especially emphasize the role of open access, open science, and open source. Because suddenly, all of those things combined together provide new, extremely democratic and wide access to doing science, to study, to understanding, and to true open globalization of science. And according to some estimates, there are about 10 million scientists around the globe right now, of the order of 10 million. So with this openness and easy access, we are witnessing some qualitative change, where people from very distant places, from frontiers, and such a frontier can also be perceived as a geographical frontier. For example, new countries, new populations, women, people who never had access before, they can have access, they can contribute, and they can express their creativity and ingenuity in this way. With that, ladies and gentlemen, in concluding, on behalf of the University of Warsaw, ICM, and the Organizing Committee, I welcome you all in Warsaw, virtually, for Supercomputing Frontiers 2021. And I wish you a very interesting and stimulating experience and a successful and enlightening conference. Thank you very much.